Welcome back to Voice of Uncle Mike. A few months ago, I received a phone call that changed the way I looked at my family's past. The call came late at night from a number I didn't recognize. "Mr. Mike," the man said, "there's something your father wanted you to know." Before I could ask questions, he told me to meet him at an office downtown the next morning. I barely slept that night. My father had passed away only weeks earlier, and I couldn't imagine what secret he might have left behind. The next morning, I arrived at the office building. A man named Theodore greeted me and led me into a private room. Without saying much, he placed a sealed brown envelope on the table. "Your father trusted you," he said quietly. "He wanted you to have this." Inside the envelope were several documents and a handwritten letter. The letter explained that years ago, my father had helped a struggling family keep their home during a financial crisis. He never told anyone about it, but recently, that family had become very successful and had spent years trying to find him so they could repay his kindness. At the bottom of the letter was an address. Theodore encouraged me to visit. 2 days later, I drove there. When I arrived, a middle-aged couple welcomed me warmly. They showed me old photographs and documents, proving everything my father had written was true. Then they handed me a small wooden box. Inside was a note. "Kindness always returns," it read. Beneath the note was a check made out in my father's name. The amount was enough to pay off the remaining debt on my parents' home. For a moment, I couldn't speak. My father had spent his life helping others without expecting anything in return. Years later, that kindness had found its way back to our family. As I drove home that evening, I realized something important. The greatest legacy a person can leave behind isn't money. It's the lives they change along the way. And sometimes, the good we do in secret creates miracles we never get to see ourselves. Thank you for listening to today's story. This is Uncle Mike, and I'll see you in the next one.